Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video I want to go over my Assassin's Creed cosplay. I'm going to show you guys how I made this robe. I think that's what you call it, a robe, right? A hoodie, a jacket, I don't know. Yeah, sewing is probably my weakest skills. I've been working on it, so yeah, hope you guys dig the video.
Here are the fabrics that I'm going to use. This is probably the best I can find when I was shopping through Walmart's material. Here are some patterns that I picked up from Joann. I think this will work best for what I'm going to use. I'm going to need 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I modified 1 and 3 to look like this. I'm going to transfer all my patterns to cardboard paper. That way I can reuse these patterns over and over without having to fold and unfold it. And this is my collar piece, and then my shoulder. Here are my sleeves, and then these are the front and back. I folded my material accordingly so I can cut out all my patterns. Right here I'm cutting out the back, then I cut out the front, and in this one I am cutting out the sleeves, which is in a different material because I wanted to give it a little bit of contrast. After I sewed everything together, it was looking kind of funky, but that's okay. I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, I found this tool from Walmart. It allows me to attach these little plastic snap buttons, and it's so easy. You don't have to cut and sew or anything like that. You just add the buttons and crimp them down. Real easy. I went ahead and attached 3 of these buttons. I'm probably going to need more later on, but kind of holds it in place for now. This will allow me to add my collar piece and do alterations to the rest of the suit or whatever. These patterns were actually intended for t-shirts, but since I made it split down the middle and the front, so I had to improvise when I added on the collar. Now I'm going through and tailoring the shirt to fit me better. Basically, I am pinching in the back and slimming down the arm. Once I have it all pinned down to fit me better, I went ahead and sewed everything and also hemmed up all the edges too. Now that I got it all fitting me good, I'm going to work on the hoodie and all the other little accents and decoration that goes onto the garment. I went and cut some patterns to match my reference picture, which is this thing and that thing on the front and the back, and then once I get all that sewn together, I'm going to sew the hoodie right onto it. Here are some additional accents that's going onto the front and the back. I'm not really sure what it's called, so I'm going to call it this thingy. It goes on front and the back. I have 4 of them cut out, and then I went and put some trimming or base around it. The hoodie doesn't look big enough, so I'm going to add this piece to it, and it's going to spread it out a little bit more. Sewing all these pieces together were quite tedious, and coming up with these designs were really mind-boggling, but that's okay because it's all starting to come together. So I conjured up this thingy, and it's kind of whatever, but it's okay because it kind of matches my reference picture and it doesn't look all perfect, but it's just cosplay, bro. Now I'm going to just place all my pieces on there. I'm going to pin it all down, and then I'm going to do some rough stitching. Before I go and sew all this down, I gotta make sure it all fits me right and it looks good. Here's another shot of how the hoodie's looking so far. And I also added some more pieces to the shoulder. So I got some needle and thread, and I'm doing some wide crazy stitching. Just kind of going random with it. This is just to hold it all down so I can put it on. Actually, so I can remove the needles and then put it on so I don't stab myself. So I don't like being stabbed by needles. So far, this is what I got, and now I'm starting to dig it. Here's how it looks like with the belt on there. I just kind of improvised there, didn't know what to do, just kind of ran with it. Once I took it to the sewing machine and sewed everything down, I was able to remove that nasty stitching that I put in there earlier. Now it's time to really put this thing to the test. I'm gonna find some buildings and jump off of it, do some parkour. Not really, could break a hip because I'm just too old for that.
Well, anyways, I hope you guys are digging what I'm cooking because I am definitely digging my Assassin's Creed cosplay. Yeah, it took me about a week to make it, but that's because I was trying to figure out how to sew. Like I said before, sewing is my weakest skill, but I never gave up on it. I just kept going. I put a lot of work into this video, so if you guys like what I do, hit that like button. I definitely appreciate it. And if you like what I do here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and leave a comment in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook, and I'll see you guys later.